Hello again, and continuing the games for October the 19th on XBlaw. We have Dungeon Defenders, coming from Trendy Games, their first game. Now, let's just watch the intro first.
A land of living legends. Long ago, brave warriors across the realm stood together against an immortal evil known as the Old Ones. In the wake of this struggle, the champions locked away the power of the Old Ones inside Eternia crystals. Recently, the realm's heroes, called to a faraway crusade, have left their younger kin to tend the castle and its chores. Bored with their dreary duties, and imagining action and adventure, the pupils accidentally unleash an ancient force that has long been dormant. Now these heroes in training will have to grow up quickly. Together they will defend the Eternia crystals against those who would seek to resurrect the ancient evils.
Yeah, so like I said, the first game coming from Trendy Entertainment. It is a combination tower defense, third-person action game. Might sound a little bit familiar. Kind of weird coincidence that two such games came out in such one right after another. And we have the introduction, basically for children need to defend the realm against, let's call them goblins. Let's say goblins must die. I really like the introduction music to this game. I kind of don't want to press start just because of that. But alright, we'll press start. Okay. So Dungeon Defenders, another game that I went in knowing nothing about. And just figured it out as I went along. Like I said, it is third-person action / tower defense. However, my understanding is that this game is much more geared towards multiplayer than the previous such game we played, Orcs Must Die, which was more of a single-player adventure. This, of course, has single-player mode, but it really is meant for multiplayer. Sure. Alright. Hold on. Yeah, I just wanted to get to that part. Music's pretty good. Alright. Let's create a hero.
Donning his robe and wizard hat, the apprentice is eager to delve deeper into the world of the arcane. Under the guidance of the Grand Magus, the apprentice has learned the art of conjuration. While summoning towers of mystical defense to aid him, he blasts his enemies with waves of magic from afar.
Magus. Is that how you pronounce that? Because I always thought it was Magus. Maybe I'm wrong.
Brave knight in training, the squire upholds the honor and nobility of his kingdom with every slice of his blade. Building defenses of brute force and limited range, the squire prefers melee weapons as his instruments of justice. Bludgeoning spikes and whirling blades unleash the rage he bestows upon his foes.
So as you can see, the squire, his it says player skill level medium. The mage was novice, and I am a novice at this, so that's probably the best choice to go with.
Trained in reconnaissance, the sleek and slender huntress deploys deadly traps and explosives. But do not be fooled by her appearance. This elegant she-devil is trained in ranged weaponry and is sure to always hit her mark. Launching a volley of arrows from the shadows, the enemy never sees her coming.
But of course we can't select her, since this is only the demo.
Once a peaceful and passive student, the monk has been called from his solitary meditation and forced to take up arms in the defense of his land. Only he, through his expert spear-fighting skill, can avenge the death of his master. Channeling his aura, The monk uses energy to heal his allies and cripple foes.
The death of his master. I thought the adults just went away to another land. I didn't hear anything about them dying. Right, so we're picking the mage. Like I said, it is for novice players, so it's probably best for me to go with that. We can choose the color of our wizard robes. Maybe a little cliche, but how about we go with a black wizard? Black magic? Or do we go the other way? No, that looks more gray than white. Let's go with black. So, I practiced this a little bit, played through it the demo once. Let's give him... Let's see... let's give him some purplish highlights. So I played through the demo once, and basically it seems the gist of it is a slower, more deliberate game than Orcs Must Die. I guess I shouldn't compare that game to this whenever I talk about it, because I think that it was just a coincidence that they came out so soon one after another, and they really should be considered on their own, whether or not they're good games or not compared to others. Alright. What should we name our proud wizard? Hold on. What should we name him? Why not? The proud wizard Zack will defend the fortress against the malevolent goblins coming to attack. So you saw that there were sections for 3 other players. We're only playing single player here, playing single player. No, we already saw the intro. We don't need to see that again. Alright, so first thing I want to do... for some reason we begin at the beginning of Wave 2 instead of 1, and we have some points to spend on leveling up. I think I want to upgrade the attack that my defenses do. You'll see. We can change the camera angle, which if you're used to more traditional tower defense games, you may want to go with the overhead view, but I always like going with the behind the back or over the shoulder view. It just seems more dynamic to me. Anyway, tower defense game. So, what do we have to defend? This. Turning a crystal, it has hit points. When the enemies come in, if they reach this crystal, they will try to destroy it, but it can take a pounding. But we don't want to let anyone get there for obvious reasons. So where will the monsters come from? Well, these 2 doors for one. Well, it's not the only place. There are actually 3 locations that they'll be coming from. So we can't just focus on defending just one little hallway. We do have to worry about 3 separate entrances. And as you can see in the upper right hand corner, 6 waves. Like I said, for some reason we're already done with wave 1, so we have 5 to go. We want to collect mana, which is what that was, so we can build our defenses. We don't have many options here since, again, it's the demo and we have a low level. we are going to be using pretty much entirely magic missile towers, which are essentially sentry guns. Of course, what we're doing right now is the build phase. Once we're done with that, we'll start combat. And we do have all the time in the world to do that. We decide when combat begins. So I'm going to place these sentry guns, one at each stairwell. Okay, they're called magic missile towers. I'm just going to call them sentry guns. That's what they are. So we can put up as many defenses as we have mana to pay for them. And I believe by the time we're done here... Yeah, I think there's one more treasure chest over in this direction, which will give us enough mana to buy one more sentry gun. So we'll have one staircase that has 2 guns. The other 2 only have 1. So this one's a bit better defended. The other 2, we may have to get involved. We can see how many enemies are going to appear. 5 normal I don't know if they're goblins or if they're orcs. Let's just call them goblins. 1 archer. I think that's the same for all of them. Alright, our defenses are up, just because we have no mana to buy anything else. So what that means is we go back to our crystal here. We start combat phase. And they're going to be coming. Yep, here they come. And our sentry gun will activate once they get in range. But we can also take an active hand in things. Killing enemies will get us more mana, which will allow us to buy more defenses, of course. Let's get over to the center stairway. Okay, some guys got past. The goblins will not pay attention to us until we attack. If we let them alone, they would just walk on up to our crystal and start hammering on it. They destroy it? No, that's game over for us. Our 3rd stairwell should be doing okay, because we did put down the 2 sentry guns. I don't think anyone should be able to get past that. What? Someone got past something. Stop that. Yep, you. Stop that right now. Alright, so our crystal got hurt a little bit, but... Oh, what's going on here? Right, our guns don't exactly have the widest range. So, oh, look how many guys got past. That's disappointing. So we got a couple archers here, and obviously they'll be able to hit us at range. Now, if we die, we respawn after a few seconds. Of course, we do lose those precious seconds, and allowing the enemies to reach our crystal like they are now. Okay, so my defenses were very poor in this first round, or wave. I really should not have allowed anyone to get up to my crystal at this early point. Like I said, that's disappointing. Anyone else? Anyone else up? Because the wave has not ended yet. So it would seem that... I don't see anyone. I'm not sure what to think of that. Oh wait, there we go. Is anyone getting past our 2 guns? It doesn't seem... Oh, destroyed it. Did not do so well in this round. Our crystal got attacked a few times, and one of my guns was destroyed. I do get to level up some points, though. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see, can I upgrade my defense damage again? Yeah, there we go. So, upgrading the attack of my sentry guns here, which I want to do. Because obviously, as you can see, they were not able to keep a lot of these guys out. Alright, you know, for some reason, between each wave, the camera angle gets reset. I don't know why. This is the one I want. And the treasure chests respawn too, with mana and items. This Cursed Grievance is a staff, which is more powerful than my current staff. Let's take it. Looks like I'm filled up on mana. So let's build some more guns. Oh. Why did I do that? Why did... Okay, it's not good. Yeah, sell this one. Right, I hit the analog stick to make it turn around right before I pressed OK. Let's not do that. Out of mana. Oh yeah, if you heard that little sound he made, that's for multiplayer purposes. I think that lets your allies know where you are. Apparently I'm still full up on mana, it seems. Like I said, it is a little more slow more slow-paced than Orcs Must Die. So I really should stop mentioning Orcs Must Die. Like I said, the game should stand on its own. Don't really need to compare it to anything. Can't really help it since Orcs Must Die is such a similar game and it came out just a couple weeks ago. Alright, that staircase should be pretty good. I'm hoping no one can actually get through 3 sentry guns at this point. Because the next wave should not be a big deal. 3 sentry guns should be enough to keep them out. Oh, hold on, let me just pick up the rest of this mana that's just lying around. Looks like I have everything, so let's try to put a third right here. Let's take a look at this. Let's see. Oh, that's better than what we have, but we can't actually equip it. Oh, that's worse than what we have, so let's not take that at all. Okay, enough for a third here. Okay, so we have 3 at each stairwell. That should work pretty well, I hope. Let's activate the next wave, and hopefully it goes better this time. Let's head this way. Let's see how our sentries do here. Alright, not bad. By the way, we can build new units. Oh, that's better than what we have. We can build new units during the battle phase, except it takes longer to do it. We build them instantly during the build phase, but during combat, it takes a little longer. Let's see if we can do it now. Yeah. Right. See, it takes a few seconds to actually get the thing up when we're in the middle of battle. Alright, let's take a look at our other hallway. You know, I haven't mentioned the look of the game yet. I do like the look. It has kind of a cartoony look. I don't know if I don't know if I call it cel-shaded, but it does... It seems like the characters do have these heavy black outlines. I think it's a pretty nice look. And by the way, if an enemy hits me while I'm in the middle of building that, it will cancel. So we do have to make sure that we're in a safe location before we start building. The music hasn't stopped yet, which means the wave is still going. No one there. Oh, okay. What? How are they getting past? Who's doing that? You. Stop. You stop that right now. Facing one enemy. What? Uh-oh. What am I sent? Yeah, okay, that's what's going on down there. That's why someone was able to get past. Okay, wave 3 complete. Taking on one enemy by ourselves is not a big deal. We can easily do that. Let's level up. Let's see. Defense attack rate. Let's try increasing that. Magic blockade. We now have a new magic spell that we can use if we want. Change the camera angle back. I do prefer using the sentries. The other device we have now is a shield that can block enemies for a little bit. Let's rebuild. You know, we can also level up our units if we want, instead of building new ones, but it costs quite a bit more to level up these guys. I don't know if it's worthwhile to actually spend the money on that. I assume it must be. I assume that leveling up a sentry... What's this? It's worse than what we have. I assume that leveling up a sentry would be worth it, considering how much more it costs to do that. Like if you see, let's see, upgrade defense, need at least 100 mana. Whereas if we were to build one of these magic missiles, it's 40. Actually, let's do that right now. So it costs a lot more to level them up, but like I said, I assume it must be... Oh, hold on. That one is better than what we have. Take that. So units are not exactly expendable. If you do choose to level up your units to buff them up, then it's not the case that you can just rebuild them just like that after they get destroyed. Some units will become more valuable than others. And this stairwell needs to be buffed up a bit. What's this? No. No. So as you're seeing, we're finding armor and weapons as we are opening up these treasure chests, in addition to mana. And sometimes they're better than what we have, sometimes they're worse. And no, we're out of... Oh, hold on. We do have enough mana to build one of these blockades, so we might as well take a look at that. Let me get closer up. Take a look at this. Yeah, it's a shield. Enemies have to bust through it if they want to go through. Can be useful. Alright, so... I'm gonna have to pay attention to this one, I think. Has the least guns. Let's get started. Wave 4, I don't think should be much of a big deal. I don't think things get really serious yet. No problem. So yeah, okay, everyone's dead over here. Great. What's this? Twin animosity? Weaker than what I have. So the production values on this seem quite good. I don't know how much I like that's kind of little slow. I mean, I'm sure that's a deliberate part of the gameplay, and I'm sure that as we go along in this game, things will get harder, and it'll probably become more apparent why everything is on the slow side. Alright, wave complete. I can imagine how difficult this might get if the enemies did move as fast. Change the camera. Okay, level up points. What do we want to level up in? Can we do attack rate again? Yes, we can. Right, so as I said, I can imagine how difficult the game might get if enemies moved as fast as in Orcs Must Die. Again, I'm bringing that up. Sorry. The game seems interesting. I know I'm not really getting the real experience here, though, because I am quite sure that the intention is that you're supposed to be playing this primarily with multiplayer. I'm sure it has a lot more depth to it when you have other live people playing along with you. And in fact, I've heard that the game becomes really incredibly difficult if you do try to play it all single player. That in the later levels, you really do need other people to help you. I'm putting a lot of towers on this center staircase. You'll see why when we get to Wave 6. There is, I guess you could call it a boss monster who's going to come out of there. Do I have maximum mana? Didn't I just spend some to... Okay, well, let's buff up here anyway. I didn't get by the shield. I mean, one thing I would say is that the single-player game that I'm playing right now maybe does drag a little bit during these parts where I'm running around the area and picking up mana. Maybe there's a faster way of doing it that I'm not aware of. One more treasure chest over here. What's this? Worse than what we have. Oh, a couple things here. Better than what we have. Let's take that. And I'm going to put one more. Actually, why don't we... Do I have enough to level someone up? Let's see. Yeah, I do. Let's level someone up. Press X to show details. We can see attack damage 85. If we go to one of these, attack damage 70, so our leveled up sentry gun is more powerful. Again, I'm not sure if it's really worthwhile to do that instead of just building a new one entirely. In any case, starting wave number 5. Things start to get a bit more serious now. Let's pay attention to this entry here, since I think it's the least defended. Okay. I really don't think anyone's going to get past this center hallway right here. Just too many. Let's check out the other end. Yeah, it seems like everyone's doing alright down here. One thing I do kind of wish is that perhaps there were more defenses that we could use in this demo. I don't really get a very good idea of what else might be available, since all we really seem to have are the sentries and the shields. I'm sure that there must be a much larger variety as time goes on, but we don't get to experience that in the demo anyway. Yeah, the sentries in the center hallway, they're able to take out everyone in short order at this point. Don't really need to worry about that. Though we will at the beginning of the next wave. Alright. Wave complete. Ominous. Time for the final wave, and I think I am going to start out. Get in the proper position. No, okay, yeah, yeah, let's try building some shields in front of my guys here. If you look at the number of enemies that are coming out of this hallway, at the bottom you can see a number 1. And that's, you could call the boss monster of this level. He's pretty serious. And I'm going to try to block him from getting in here. I think he probably can destroy these shields pretty quickly, but I'm hoping my sentries are able to do significant damage to him while he's trying to get that done. That should be enough in the middle there. Hold on, sounds like someone needs to be repaired. Yeah, this one took some damage. Let's repair him up. So, this game is multi-platform. I'm playing the Xbox 360 version, as you know. It was also released... Oh, hold on, is this better? It is. Take that. It was also released on the PC. You might be able to tell. It does seem like a pretty PC type of game. So not to bring up Orcs Must Die again, but I said during the Orcs Must Die video that if I was going to play that game, probably would be the PC version. It seemed like that version would probably control a bit better. That seems like the type of game that would control better with a mouse and keyboard. I'm kind of feeling the same way about this. Hold on. I mean, the controls of this are not bad, but this just strikes me as the type of game that I'd probably rather play with the mouse and keyboard. Again, just personal preference. Out of mana. Let's see if we can, if there's enough down here. Nope, still not. And as I also said, this is Trendy's first game, so I don't know if they have, if the members of it have any kind of pedigree from anything else, or if this is going to be what they consider to be their. Don't have enough. If this is what they're going to consider to be their forte, the type of game that they'll usually make, if their next game will be like this, I don't know. But there seems to be a bit of anticipation for Dungeon Defenders. Alright, I think this is about as much as I can do. Let's start the final wave. It does say level up is available. Hold on. There's a kamikaze guy there. Looks like I'm full up on mana anyway. Let's see. What do I want to level up? Level up, level up, level up. Damage? No, I can't do that. Let's... I thought it said level up was available. Can I not level up during the combat phase, maybe? Maybe so. Alright, here's my main hallway, and they did just fine. No help needed there. No problems on any fronts. Except now... Okay, yeah, here he comes. Right, this is the reason I was building up the defenses up here. He has quite an attack, very powerful. It has quite a range. And he has a lot... Oh, he destroyed a lot of them at once. And he has a lot of hit points. Yeah, you can see how many hit points he has right there. Just gonna try to back off while myself and the towers go to work. He's gonna destroy these towers, but hopefully they'll do enough damage. Yeah, they're almost half, yeah, more than halfway through cutting through his HP. We just need to do enough damage that I can finish the job if he's able to take out the rest of these towers. And it looks like that's going to happen. He is almost down. And it does... Well, he did destroy all of them. Oh, except one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I've got his attention now, but it doesn't matter because he is almost dead. That's good because he could kill me very easily. Nice. We can go up to level 6. Don't really need to because this is basically the end of the demo. Adjust camera angle. And if he got past me and my sentries and got up to the crystal, he can smash it pretty quickly. But as you saw, my attention was on him and on no one else, so my sentries did the job on all the other guys around here. Alright. So this dungeon has been defended. And we can exit the level by going back to our crystal. Some statistics. And we end up back in... Oh, it's my tavern. My very own tavern. This is our home base, basically. That doesn't look anything like me. So I suppose we end up here, between levels. We can go back to that crystal to move on, it seems, or we can do things to upgrade here. But that's basically where this demo ends. Now, if you're interested in this game, in Dungeon Defenders, I would suggest taking a look at perhaps a forum or message board where maybe people are playing it multiplayer. Because like I said, I think that's really the intention. You're supposed to be playing this multiplayer, and this, you've just been watching me play it single player. So it's really only half the experience, I think. I think that if you want to get the full experience of this game, you really should find some people to play it with. But it seems like it could be promising. It's, like I said, it's a slower-paced, more methodical tower defense action game. And the intention is that you are going to be working in a team. I understand, like I said, that the difficulty rises dramatically as you proceed through the levels. But that's Dungeon Defenders. I think it could be good. It seems like it has some promise, though I really should play it in multiplayer to determine that for sure. And that was the second game released on Xbox Live Arcade today, October 19th. So, that's it for the Done with Friend videos for this week. I'll see you again next week for the final week of October. See you then.